Namaste. And also with you. Welcome to Dame Dada and the Meta Show. I am Dame Dada. This is the Meta Show. Why Meta? This show is really just some storytelling, a few jokes, some interesting stuff, and some audience participation. So sit back, relax, laugh, leave. I don't care. And what is there to do really? Aren't we all just biding our time? Trying not to cause too much harm to one another. Or perhaps we're advocates for change, or cheerleaders for those advocates. I'm starting a revolution from my laptop. Biding our time, distracting ourselves from what we know is the inevitable dirt nap. Well, that was awkward. Let's get to know someone, shall we? A little intimate. Volunteer, please. Oh, go ahead. Excellent, even better. All right. So we have 3 piles. You have the. You've been eating Cheetos. All right. So, you have 3 piles to choose from: the you pile, the me pile, or the we pile.
I'm definitely a me kind of guy.
And you know where center is, I presume. Let's stand there. Well, it's all about me, isn't it? So, from my perspective, this is about you. So, what I want you to do is to think back over your life and think of a very happy, happy memory. All right? And as you tell that happy memory, I'm going to just stand here, all right? All right, whenever you're ready.
What am I doing?
Tell your story.
Oh, I can't tell that story. Oh, let me pick another one. I got nothing.
That's it?
No,
That's your story?
That's my story.
You're going to have to go a little
Okay,
bit.
okay.
know you quite well, haven't we?
All right, so I'm on the Spring River in Arkansas.
Yes.
And I'm 6 years old.
Oh.
And I'm standing at a 80-foot tall cliff over the river.
My.
And I say, Dad, I don't want to jump off this cliff, it's too high. And my dad says, no son of mine's not going to jump off that goddamn cliff. You jump off that cliff, son. And I jumped off the cliff and it was fun. It was amazing. It was beautiful. I loved it.
Excellent. Was that a happy memory?
It was, yeah.
Excellent. All right, give drunk Cheetos now. Please, get yourself a little trinket from another world, a little gift for your participation.
Awesome, thank you.
Yes, all right. Oh my, pardon me. What was that Lara bar I had? Woo! Breathe with me, please. Do we have here? No idea. That's a Coke man. He's still doing that. A Squirtle. Macaroon plays. It's Baby. I almost forgot to introduce you, Baby. Sweet, precious Baby. Must keep Baby warm and dry, with a belly full of. What do babies eat?
Cheers.
Right, there we go. Latch, latch! Is this uncomfortable? Oh, yes. Well, sweet, precious Baby. Baby doesn't have a name. Baby was given a face page name by Baby's godfather. A wiry, whispery, wise man. Lives in the desert. A hermit, if you will. The great and powerful Flash. Hey kid, what are you doing? What did you just poop out of your skirts? Is that some kind of statement? Some kind of capital A, capital R, capital T, open parentheses, question mark, close parentheses? I tell you, this day and age makes People do crazy things. Drink some coconut water, eh? You see, baby does not want to be a slave to identity, nor does baby want to be referred to in the masculine or feminine pronouns, singular or possessive, as baby wants to choose whichever bathroom baby pisses. And whichever manner in which baby chooses to piss, sitting down, standing up, hovering over a non-covered American standard in the Target bathroom. Perhaps baby will invent a new way to piss. Baby is a forward thinker. Oh, baby wants no label. There we are. Yes. Oh, I hope baby isn't stifled by the new regime. The one foretold to us in the 2007 film Idiocracy. It needs its electrolytes. Baby will grow up under the rule of the giant corporation led by the dictator of capitalism. But baby is a smart thinker. Capital A, capital R, capital T, open parentheses, question mark, close parentheses, will sell out and duplicate capital A, capital R, capital T, open parentheses, question mark, close parentheses, in grid form, in bright colors, and call it Warhol Nouveau. And then baby can piss wherever baby chooses. Oh, I hope baby chooses to piss in the great dictator's mouth. But that is just every mother's dream. Love baby to sleep. Baby away over here. Got to get baby a passport. Yes. Speaking of Canucks, do we have any in the house today? No Canucks? Oh, well, I do adore their accent. That and the no guns thing. Mm-hmm. Well, linguistically speaking, it's a hybrid between Scottish and French. Bagpipes and wine, kilts and croissants, barbarism and pretension. And when you have a conversation with a Canuck, everything is kind of gentle, but there's a little lift at the end of the statement, huh? To see if the other person is actually listening to us, because that's what we're all seeking when we're having a conversation, validation. And just in case you weren't listening, they add a little something at the end. A little button. Well, speaking of boundaries, it's time to play Battle Tits. Yay! I see some people have played before. 2 volunteers, please. Oh, look at there we are. All right, this beautiful lady, yes, we shall call her flowy scarf and lace leggings. You will stand right here. Perfect, all right. And another volunteer, please. Yes, come. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, now stand right here. Short skirt. Bob. All right, so face one another. Step a little closer to one another. That's perfect. Maybe just 6 inches back. It's very, we have to do this. All right, so, yes. So we all remember Battleship, yes? Yes. Same principles, different rules. So, raise your index finger. That is your missile. Your target is your opponent's nipple. Wait for it. Everyone's so eager tonight. All right, so you will launch your missile. If you hit your target, you will step. Your opponent will say, "Miss. You sunk my battleship," just for time's sake. And of course, if they miss, you will say "miss." All right? Yes? Clear? Yes. I wasn't very clear, but you'll get it. All right. So last rule: you must maintain eye contact. You must maintain eye contact at all times. Yes. Now, since she has a lot of authority here, we'll let her go first. All right. Maintain eye contact. Eye contact at all times, and when you're ready, launch your missile. Pew! Oh my goodness!
You sunk my battleship.
That was quick. All right. I feel anticlimactic. Get yourself a treat. That was it. Oh my gosh! So you can play this game anytime, anywhere. when someone whose areola we can touch, they consensually and mutually touch ours. Or not. It's your world, I'm just living in it. When I was a little Dada of 5, my mummy and I moved to a new town, and I was so very lonely, looking for a friend. Well, my mummy and I decided to go out to eat that night at a fancy restaurant. And so I got dressed up in my little Dada dress, and my little Dada wig, and my little Dada wedges. It was the early 80s. I miss Nixon. I had my little Dada purse with my little Dada notebook to make all the observations of the world around me. And after dinner, I decided I had to relieve my little Dada bladder. Well, when I returned, I said, Mummy, I found a friend. I'd like to go home and ring him now. My mummy looked at me, perplexed. Yes, I was in the bathroom stall, and Timothy wrote his phone number down. So I put it down in my notebook, and I'd like to go home and ring him, please. Alas, my mummy did not let me. But I do call every single one of those numbers now. Yes? So much more fun than the book of the face. I have so many friends. There's Eddie and Bush, Tina and Travis. They're a lovely polyamorous couple. Package deal. Yes, my mummy was a very tough broad, always protecting me from evil forces. You see, I was very afraid of the dark. Yes, my stuffed animals that I lined up and played teacher to would torment me for all the D-minuses. One night I decided, I am strong and determined and brave, I will sleep alone tonight. My mummy was shocked, but went with it. I mean, can you imagine? Never being able to sleep alone, masturbate, have a cigarette in the dark. Quite frankly, I think I wet the bed till last week. She tucked me into my little Dada bed and kissed me on my Dada forehead and showered me with praise and adoration, telling me how proud she was. She turned off the lights and left the room. It wasn't long before the moonlight came through the window and the form started to shape. And I had my first existential crisis. What is the meaning of life? Well, I simply was not going to put up with that nonsense. So I decided tonight was not the night I would sleep alone, but I did not want to break that illusion of bravery or lose that pride my mother just instilled. So I decided to creep. I crept out of my bed, did not make a sound, did not turn on a light. I made it to the kitchen, and then into the living room, and around the hallway. Thank the gods for the thank the gods of the 70s for shag carpet. And then I found her door frame, and just behind the door there was the lit cherry of a cigarette. I knew it. So I crept close to her head. I gently placed my knee on the edge, and my mummy had punched me. In the nose. She frantically turned on the lights, my nose failing to bleed but changing several colors. And when the dust had settled, she looked me square in the eye and said, "Now see, you don't have to be afraid of the dark because I'm here to protect you." What doesn't kill you lands you in the hospital. I miss her. Now my father, how do I sum up? I found the perfect greetings day card for the estranged parental unit. Dear Daddy, thank you for not instigating a custody battle. Love, Dada. Oh, life. Everyone's dead now. This I know. It's like, it is what it is, you know, like wet night. Well, is it what it is, or is it like what it is? Because I do not know what. Language is all we have. Be specific. I want, I know, I have, I feel, or keep your synecdotal pie hole shut. You know? But really, I would like to know what you know. Let's play another game. So my assistant, the gifted, will come around, I'll help, and you'll take a piece of paper if you choose to play. Share with your neighbors. Take a piece of paper. Share with your neighbors. We've had an accident on my floor. There we are. Take a piece of paper. Pass it pens here. All right, this is the I know exercise. You must dream of Harvard. I do.
Pens, chair,
And when we say go, when the goddess, yeah, she will start a clock. 2 minutes, without thinking. Don't think, don't stop. Just write what you know. I know this, I know that, I know blank, I know nothing. Get the idea? And you will just write until you hear time. Are you ready? Does anyone have any questions? Are you ready, goddess?
Yes.
Begin the time, go! That sums you up in this moment in time, and in true popcorn fashion, when the spirit moves, you stand up and exclaim what you know.
I know you can find immense talent and love anywhere in the world.
Wine makes a mess, but we forgive it. And we invite it back.
I know James Babanikos is hot.
I know that Bush did 9/11.
Well, you gotta read the book.
I know I need to finish where I start more often.
I know that breath is life, and I know that life is love.
Yeah! So deep, so special.
I know.
Anyone else? Anyone else? This is very profound.
I know basic math.
I know something that will get me in trouble.
Hey, James Babanikos.
I smell a match. Oh no, I think all of this knowing woke baby up. Oh baby, no, I think it's time we self-expressed all over baby. Yes? Yes. So we're going to pass baby around. And you're going to coddle baby and love, baby. And in this chicken, you will find an assortment of accessories. The safety pins are in the pocket. And feel free to dress baby up. After all, capital A, capital R, capital T, open parentheses, question mark, close parentheses, belongs to all of us. And when baby's done, just let baby sit and watch the show, you know? You know, I didn't really biologically birth that baby. No, I think if young women knew what actually happened to their bodies in childbirth, we wouldn't have such a population. You can literally defecate yourself. I like to keep my parts tight and unscathed. People come up to me and say, "Oh, Dada, you're so nomadic, so independent and free, birthing your capital A, capital R, capital T, open parentheses, question mark, close parentheses, all over the world. Here I am in a 9-to-5 job with 2.5 children, with a mortgage to pay, trying to figure out what decals to put on my SUV window. I am so envious of your life." Well, I thank them for their perspective, you know, a reminder that the life I lead has so many advantages. And then I remind them I have no job security, and I cuddle a cold pillow. Perspective. Perhaps baby will visit me in the government nursing home. Yes, well, an acquaintance I know recently had a baby and named it Juniper. Juniper. Berries. And when I met this warm, wiggling bundle of humanity, cooing with curiosity, I had this overwhelming want, this need for a gin and tonic. Well, we are gathering moss now. Yes. I adore language. This small town I was raised in did not have the same adoration. I was 27 before I learned the L in salmon was silent. Connecticut. Mustn't. February. Wednesday. This summer, I found myself residing in another small town in the South. That loneliness kicked back in, that need to connect. I found myself humming a little ditty on the way to the 4th of July celebration held on July 3rd. This town is a novelty with its McDonald's and its Sonic and its rural, rusty, shabby, chic boutique. Guns and signs in the yard for he who shall not be named. Bear your arms openly, I will be leaving you soon. The land is pretty, but you can't make love to the land, much less hold an intelligible conversation. Keep stockpiling, you preppers, even though I can't understand you. Literally. You will have all the food when the end is near, because all these politics and religion don't really matter, because we fucked the land and now she'll fuck us. Yes. I hear an amen. Oh, yes. Connection, looking for a friend. I even attempted to online date. Yes. Once a decade, I conduct this experiment. You get in a relationship, there's a horrible communication breakdown and a terrible breakup, and then you process and you come up with your mantras and your core values and your mission statements for the next time you get into one of these relationships. And then you test them out online. Well, a few respectable friends had a modicum of success on the application. Plenty of fish. And there are plenty of fish. Plenty. And they all have mercury poisoning. Out of 70 emails, the best one, and I say best because he's tall, visually good-looking, age-appropriate. I'm just looking for a tall, age-appropriate man to talk. And he could string together a few more words than hi or you're hot. Nice legs. So, after a few online exchanges, he suggests we move this to texting, because I do love communicating with my thumbs. After a few textual interludes, he says, why don't we move it over to the phone? Oh, yes, I do love to hear the voice. I'm looking for a rich baritone. I tell him I will ring him within the lunch hour. Ring, ring. Hey, what'd you have for lunch? I'm having mine now. Cheetos, a Spam sandwich, and... All right, Dada, this is a judgment-free zone. An accent does not qualify as stereotype. Be patient. Pumpkin soup. What's that? Soup made of pumpkin. Never heard of it. Can you get it in a can or something? More in a carton, like a broth. At Trader Joe's. What's Trader Joe's? This is a grocer. Generates its own product, often organic. And now you see, I know where I am. I am in the South. So I must slip this in subtly, so I know with what I am working. They often cater to my dietary needs as I am a vegetarian. Long pause. So you're saying that if the world ended tomorrow and there was no food except what was on the shelves and whatnot, that you wouldn't eat meat? Longer pause. No, I did not say that, you 14-year-old man-child. I understand the food chain, I just choose not to participate. I have not eaten meat in nearly 30 years, pardon me. I have not ingested meat in nearly 30 years. To do so now, I would want to be close to my meat. I would want to know where it lived, what it ate. I would hunt it as nature intended, and then use every part of its being and pray to its spirit for thanks and forgiveness. That was the day I stopped fishing. You see, online might be better for me because one of my obstacles in this search for communication and connection in the South is my face. You see, my natural expression is, well, not soft. My thinking face is less soft. On the West Coast, no one pays me any mind. They're too busy making their art or stocking up their tech. In New York, people stop me and ask me for directions. But in the South, honey, it can't be all that bad. What's wrong? Why don't you smile? Firstly, I do not know you. I am not a small child or your significant other. Secondly, you're assuming an attitude that does not exist. And lastly, you're claiming that my God-given face is one of ugly. So, I am writing a book, a little novella, a little how-to guide for young ladies, called You'd Be Prettier If You'd Smile. It's just a series of comebacks when you find yourself in these situations. You'd be prettier if you'd smile. Make me. You'd be prettier if you'd smile. I recently had facial reconstruction and the surgeon insisted I not move a muscle. It actually worked. You'd be prettier if you smiled. You'd be smarter if you thought before you spoke. Feel free to write some down or shout them out at any random time. I'll include them in my book. Yes. Connection, participation, that's why we're all here, isn't it? To escape the daily disconnect of our lives, to potentially connect in a dark space with strangers, to give our meaningless little lives a point by listening to a story and hoping we gain something from it. giving it a point. So we save our program so that we are in the government nursing home. We may look to our demented neighbor and say, look what I did. Or perhaps not. Perhaps we are forward thinkers like Baby. It's time to play Test Your... So, I'd like you to divide yourself into communities, little pop-up communities, yeah? So find your neighbor, your friends. It could be one or two over here, one or two over here, there's a nice row right there, there's one right here. And give your little community a name.
Sure.
All right, enough pleasantries. That's enough interacting. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, 4 to be exact, and you are, as a collective group, going to come up with an answer. And when you have decided on your answer, send a representative from your group to the stage to answer. The audience will decide who the winner is, unless I do otherwise. Question number 1. Glad we're drinking tonight. Question number 1. What is the most important principle and why? What is the most important principle and why? Begin.
To be mindful. Because now is the biggest trick there is. Living in the moment because now is all you want. That's the
All right, you have 10 seconds or less. Please send your representatives to the stage.
We're ready.
Cute skirt bar returns. We have lots of little communities. How did that happen? We do communities of 2.
We have 9. We're good.
Waldorf, Stanford. All right. What is the most important principle and why?
Building.
Building. The building principle is?
Yeah.
Are you thinking?
Why?
Sorry, why?
Because he's the principal of Bayside.
Yeah!
This was some scientific term, I What is the most important principle and why?
The most
Whoa!
I'm sorry. I'm ready. I'm ready now. I feel
All right.
The most important principle is living in the moment.
But it just passed. All right. But why?
I'm going to tell you how to do it. Because it's all you've got.
No, Norma.
Redford's down
Is that right?
Yeah, perfect.
Is that right?
Good.
Why?
Kindness, because kindness creates community.
What is the most important principle and why?
Self-indulgence.
Ooh!
It creates a web of interdependence that is surprisingly beautiful and sublime. Thank you. I'm Ayn Rand. Or Ayn Rand.
How objective of you.
What is the most important principle in life?
The principal in Greece. Because it's the principal in Greece.
Statement dropped. What's the most important principle in life?
First row kind of stole our thunder, but we went high school because they don't have them at college.
Oh, gee.
Oh, wow.
What's the most important principle in life?
Do no harmful sex, breathe, and have coffee afterwards.
All right.
Because it's a way to commune with the Supreme Being.
So there are so many groups. I would say let's decide as an audience, but most of the audience is on stage. So I'm going to choose this one because if you did not come up with the right answer, I was going to remind you it's sex or food. So let's get There's still time, everyone. There's still time. Number 2. You've reached a point in your life where you have become incontinent.
Say that again.
I hear a hallelujah, do I? You've reached a point in your life where you have become incontinent. After several trips to the store buying paper products wrapped in plastic products made by little foreign hands, you start to do the math. 365 times 2 or 3 times the rest of your life times all the other people suffering from incontinence, etc., etc. What do you do? Was it too long? Was it too complicated? All right, great. Get to it. How do you combat or erase from your incontinence?
Or just
You go into it's like just like
That's what the point is. Perfect. What if I wanted to that is a or body water.
All right, wrap it up. We're not long for this work. Let's go. Come bring me your incontinence.
Oh, I guess it.
I'd rather you say that. Oh, well, I see our groups are narrowing down. All right, what do you do about your incontinence problem?
The authority of men will instruct you.
Stick a cork in it.
Yes, biodegradable and sustainable. All right, here we go. Next.
Stare into the abyss as you ask yourself if any of this really matters and what you ultimately decide. Depends.
You bested me, sir.
Invent a new art form.
Put on some assless chaps, work on an organic farm, and fertilize it yourself.
Wade and walk through the body of water of your choice.
Dry water fucking cotton. My vagina is a wet water village.
Sounds like a.
Just a monologue.
It sounds like a douche.
Little eager.
I say you all win that round. Sounds wonderful. Question number 3. It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday. You have been self-medicating all week, but failed to self-care. But your friends really want you to go out tonight to this thing, and you do not want to impose on their need to radically include you. What do you do? No! Sit stunned. Should I repeat the question? Or are we all thinking? All clear? All right? Anyway, it is Wednesday. You've been self-medicating all week, but you have failed to self-care. But your friends really want you to attend this thing. And you do not want to impose on their need to radically include. What do you do?
Your delivery is so spot on.
You respond when it's too late to actually do that.
Now. Time is now.
Oh yeah, the baby. I forgot about the baby. Alright, so baby Moses.
Find out how
What?
That's why Greg never hated
Would that be suck up or suck up?
There we go.
Suck up.
Yeah! Stay at home and watch how lonely you are on Facebook while stoned.
That's Tuesday night.
No matter who and how beautiful she may be tells me it's Wednesday, even though I am self-medicated, I know it is Saturday and I am late for the Dame Dada show, and that person should come with me.
Super meta. So meta.
Whatever.
Communicate.
I'm here. Y'all came with me. Whatever.
communicate enough with the person on the other end of the communication to find out if
This is your representative. Did you vote for this? Did you vote for this?
just to find out if what they're doing is really fun before you decide to go and join them.
Thanks, Dad.
You better get your uppers out because we go to party.
Tell them you need to masturbate.
That's every night as well.
Follow the principle of self-indulgence, stay home, and self-medicate until you feel better.
So meta.
We were looking for a weekend at Bernie's. However, masturbating will do. All right, last question. Last question. If you are here tonight, you are most likely quite liberal with a dash of self-importance. What is the monetary value of your privilege and why?
I know I'm yellow.
We got one yellow. Once again, are here tonight, you're most likely quite liberal with a dash of self-importance. What is your monetary value of your privilege and why?
That's mine.
What depends on 175. And more will attest to based on the contract.
Of course it is.
Hello, how old are you? Oh, but not age appropriate. Ready? Are we ready? Everyone here? All right, here we go.
Well, I'm a dude too, so any of the ladies' answers plus I at least double it. Pee outside. Right?
I could be outside.
Really easily, everybody can pee
Well, we should
outside.
have come to you at the end so we could do the math.
Totaling up my group, it's 1095, one soul, and I'm Jewish, so I just hang on to it.
I don't know, but however much it is should be donated to the Acrosstown Repertory Theater.
Privilege isn't a real thing, hippies. This is America. Get a fucking job.
You misjudged on a liberal.
God damn it.
Between $3 and $4 million, which is the difference between the average lifetime salary of a man and a woman.
That's not a real thing.
As a thank you for all of you playing at the end of the night, please do get a trinket out of the gift bag for playing, yes? All right, well, I received a text message from lovely Bumpkin looking for you, 42. Several days later, how are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? Grammatically speaking, it would imply that I respond with an emotion or a feeling. I want to respond, I am complicated. I am 2 thumbs up. I am semicolon, close parentheses. Communication ambiguity. But it's always changing. From the moment you composed the message to the moment you sent it, while it marinated, to the moment I opened it and read it and decided to respond, I am has changed 1,000 times, yes? So a better question would be, how are you feeling? Well, who cares about those pleasantries? Let's get to the crux of the question. What you want, what you know, what you have, what you need, or better yet, what can I provide for you in this very moment? And then you can determine how the person are. Language is so tricky, I just tend to ignore the text, but that is embarrassing. My life is embarrassing. I am a mess. When I find what I can contribute, I am too afraid to contribute it. I am satiated, no. I am transitional. How are not you, me, we always in transition? Well, this does not allow for much hope. No, but who wants hope? Hope is a campaign slogan. Hope is that new person in your life, and that wish that he or she or shit will want to spend today with you, tomorrow, forever. Hope is expectations. I'd rather have faith. Faith is your mother. who gives you what you need and doesn't give a good goddamn how you feel about it, is what's best for you. And you will deal with it right here, right there, right then, right now. Faith. Faith is not being concerned with that final dirt nap, but just focusing on the 3 steps in front of you. 3 steps. 3 steps. And then occasionally pause. Look back and see how far you've come. Faith that it's all bigger than you, me, we. Faith, if you have it, share it. If you don't, get some. You're going to need it. Where is baby? Where is baby?
Baby.
Present baby.
Baby is beautiful.
And baby faces the audience. See, that's the thing. Yes, thank you all for providing us with capital A, capital R, capital T, parentheses, question mark, parentheses. Yes, well played. Yes.
I am Dame Dada. This has been the Meta Show. Why Meta?